Hello everyone, my name is History Nuggets, and today we are continuing our Napoleonic Wars series with the second part of Napoleon's invasion of Russia. With Napoleon staying in Moscow, Tsar Alexander I remained unresponsive, resulting in Napoleon just waiting it out in Moscow. After 5 weeks, however, Napoleon began to leave the city on the 19th of October, with his forces only at 108,000 men now. The army would begin evacuating, facing the idea of worse disasters ahead. Napoleon in his retreat hoped to avoid the same route he came from, to at least have some habitable land thanks to the massive Russian scorched earth tactics on their way there. The Russians, however, would confront the French at the Battle of Malissy-Slovets, forcing Napoleon to begin taking less favorable routes. Bands of Cossacks would also launch relentless assaults on the French units non-stop, resulting in thousands of French troops dying by simply isolating themselves. The scarcity of horses, lack of fields, and lack of transports resulting in supplies nearly impossible to maintain, as well as cannons having to be left behind. Starvation and disease also started killing everyone, and defeats at Vytsma, Polotsk, and Krasny would weaken the French even more. With the Russians taking over French supply routes, the Battle of Berezina would be an absolute disaster for the French. Seeing Napoleon almost get captured, he would escape, leaving Murat in command, where he would lead the retreat. During all of this time, the retreat was under heavy cold weather, with blizzards going on, heavily affecting the unprepared French armies. Hypothermia would plague the armies, with so much loot and artillery having to be left behind. So what caused this massive failure of invasion? One of the largest reasons behind the failure was Napoleon's failed attempt to move so many soldiers at once, where logistics would become a major issue due to the supply depots not being able to move quickly enough. Weakened draft animals due to rough terrain did not help either, and with the extremely hot summer and extremely cold winter, Napoleon did not stand a single chance. Napoleon entered Russia with 500,000 men, the largest army in European history up to this point, with some estimates going up to even 600,000 troops. Napoleon left Russia with only 70,000. Napoleon's invasion of Russia proved to be his largest disaster yet. The invasion would see all of the other European powers realizing French control coming to an end, and they would eventually take their chances. With Napoleon retreating to his empire, the French army arrived at Vistula, where the Austrian and Prussian troops began to notice French weaknesses. This would eventually lead to the War of the Sixth Coalition later in the year. This is History Nuggets. Thank you for watching.